All right, good morning. I'm Rob Pitts, Chair of the Fulton County Board of Commissioners. I'm here this morning to share an important update for the thousands of Fulton County residents who continue to face hardship due to COVID-19 pandemic. Last Friday, we received the outstanding, great news from the U.S. Treasury Department that Fulton County has an additional $25 million in Emergency Rental Assistance Program funding to continue rent and utility support for needy citizens in Fulton County. Those dollars are in the bank, not on the way, but in the bank and ready to serve the residents of Fulton County. Now, we received this additional funding because Fulton County was among the first jurisdictions, not only in our state, but in the nation, to fully expend our Emergency Rental Assistance Program funding. Once again, Fulton County led not only the state of Georgia, but the nation in this very important endeavor. Now, we've been recognized locally, regionally, and nationally for administration of this program. In fact, last fall, as we came closer to expending the second tranche of funding, when it was brought to my attention, I personally reached out to Governor Kemp and asked for his support in reallocating some of the funds that they had, because I knew at the time that the state had a lot of money that they had not expended, and requested an additional $25 million that could be used for the citizens of Fulton County. And I said to him at the time that these are our mutual constituents and that they are in need of this money. You have the money, so let's work together. He agreed, and that conversation led to this moment today. We appreciate Governor Kemp's recognition of our work, along with the Department of Community Affairs and the Biden administration, but most notably the U.S. Treasury Department, who have all shown that they have confidence in Fulton County's ability to manage these funds. And that, as I always say, means that Fulton County truly is a big deal. We're recognized nationally for the way we administer many of the programs that we administer on a daily basis. Now, this is what it really looks like when government works together to help the people who need it the most. And we read the newspapers every day about the strong economy and the thousands of new jobs being created. But the fact is that there are people here in Fulton County who have not yet bounced back, who are still struggling for a variety of reasons. There are thousands of stories about residents who were able to feel secure putting their children to bed at night because they were able to get help that they need through this program. It not only provides rental assistance, but also assistance with utilities. Now, as I conclude my portion of this press conference, I would be remiss, don't like that word, I would be remiss if I did not personally offer my thanks and congratulations to our outstanding team responsible for managing this program. I always say, the elected officials, we get the credit, but the work is done by others. In this particular case, this effort was led by Dr. Pamela Rochelle, our Chief Operating Officer for Health and Human Services, and I'd like to turn it over to her at this time, and also under the leadership of our outstanding county manager, Mr. Dick Anderson, who is here as well, and we'll hear from the manager as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this is indeed a great day. Our Board of Commissioners and our county manager, Dick Anderson, have provided all of the resources that we need to continue to be the best in the country. And so we want the citizens of Fulton County to call our call center and apply online. If you are in need of rent and utility assistance, the number is 855-776-7912. You can apply online at fultoncountyga.com/rent help. This is for up to 18 months of rent and utility assistance if you have back rent. We also pay for 3 months of current rent. So we know that many constituents, many residents in Fulton County still are in dire need of these resources, and we are here to help.
Mr. Manager?
Well, just reiterating what the chairman's already said and then what Dr. Rochelle said, this is truly government at its best. I also want to thank Department of Community Affairs Commissioner Chris Nunn, who has worked with us hand in glove from the very start of this. up to and including a phone call on New Year's Eve, late on New Year's Eve, to tell us that this $25 million was approved. So without their help, obviously we could not have done this, but more importantly, as we've said many times, without Dr. Rochelle's leadership, we certainly could not have been in the position to make these applications and then ultimately get these funds to our citizens. Thank you.
Any questions?
Yes. The answer basically every question I think of, and I guess once you go through the process of how citizens receive this money and how long do that process take for filling out stuff online, or either senior citizens may not know how to fill out online. So how do we help those?
Yes, so if you call our 800 number, the 855-776-7912, we have assistants there, case managers that can help walk anyone through the application process. The application team, we process payments every single day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So we are turning those payments out immediately. For people that are facing eviction, we have a special team at magistrate court, and we're making those payments in 7 days because we really truly want to ensure that constituents are not evicted. Another important matter here is that the Board of Commissioners withdrew, or we don't have a cap anymore. So they approved Fulton County to have no cap on the amount of assistance that we can provide. And so what that means is that if you have an outstanding rent bill for $10,000, $15,000, we want to pay that entire bill so that you can have a fresh start. And this is very important because we want to ensure that families and individuals can remain in their homes, that we don't increase the number of people that are evicted.
Okay, another question I was sort of confused on. You say it will pay up to 18 months. I don't know, was that back or forward? And you said also 3 months. Can you explain
Yes,
that?
I will. So we will pay 18 months in arrears, any past due rent, or 15 months in past due rent and 3 months in future rent, for a total of 18.
So does this go towards, or does it help both, to say the tenant and the owner of the property, the renter who rented the property? Does it help both? How does that work?
Yes, so actually the application is approved in the tenant's name, but the funding is released to the landlord. And so yes, it absolutely helps both the tenant and the landlord. The tenant may apply, or the landlord may apply, but the funds actually are released to the landlord to ensure that the payment is made and that it applies to their rent bill.
Okay.
All right. Thank y'all very much.